It's just now fear of jumping ship and leaving my job. And I know you said you will feel ready when you have to leave. Yeah.
I still remember I was in Dubai. Towards the end of that trip, I was starting to feel miserable because I thought, I'm going back to the office next week.
Yes.
What if I buy the combo and people don't even buy from me? Does my current situation allow me to turn down this business opportunity?
Hi everyone, this is The Working Wife, The Working Woman podcast, and I'm your host, Promise Makunyane. This podcast is about women working, women inspiring each other to work. I always say it's good to have a man do stuff for you, but it's much more better if you can also do stuff for yourself. Okay? Guys, in today's episode, we do have a sister podcast. It's called O Narrative Podcast on the very same channel. It airs on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. and this particular one, it airs on Sundays at 6 p.m. O Narrative Podcast, it's about marriage and family dynamics. So this one is really women working, inspiring each other, talking about your side hustles, your corporate life, your business life, your big boss moves, just to inspire us, you know. And as you can see today, I am sitting with I'll say my mentor. The last time I said with you, you were not my mentor yet. Actually, you were my mentor.
I was,
because I
but
had
the
just joined.
first time we sat together, I came as a guest to your show to just come and share my story as a working mom.
Yeah. Yes. So the first time I sat with this lady, if for context, her story, we're going to put like a thumbnail of her video so that you can go and see her story. And the first time I sat with her, she was not my mentor, but now she is my mentor. It's been 5 years? 5 months?
It's
5
been
years.
4.5 months.
4.5 months. Because I joined Forever Living on the 29th of November 2024. And 4.5 months later, here I am. Proudly. And I never for the life of me thought I would be in the business. I remember when I was telling you, I would tell you that I'm still interested in the business. And that was very big for me because I thought I was just going to... The first thing I told you when we met was that I'm going to get bored. You know, I'm just going to get bored. I get bored easily by stuff. And when the month 1 went, month 2 went, and my passion was just growing, I was like, oh, maybe this is it. And 5 months later, or 4.5 months later, this is it.
And do you regret starting?
No. I regret not starting early, actually.
I'm interested to know, when we first had our meeting, I mean, I think from that meeting, that is what actually made you aware of the business opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm interested to know, from what we spoke about, what actually make you say, this is it. I think this is the business opportunity that I want to do.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. I still remember after our interview, you mentioned, you did mention network marketing, but you didn't really show much interest in the company that I'm affiliated with.
Yeah.
But later you then connected me with your assistant to say, connect me with Kumo because I want to know. So I want to know what made you consider the company that I'm affiliated with in particular.
Yeah. I would say it was your story. I would say it was your story. 1. Number 2, I would say it was... yesterday we were doing a presentation and I said... I was talking about that, say, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. I felt like that. After I heard about your network marketing, you know, I remember we said, and then after that, we asked you questions. After that, you know, it just felt like the possibilities were just so clear for me. It just felt like something that I can tap into and excel, you know. And I'm saying that because growing up, I was not the smartest kid. In the classroom, I was just an average kid. Help us, you got 50, I get 50. you know, and you grow up thinking your life is average, you know, until I got in this business, you know, even my whole life, you know, you'll just think I have to work extra hard because I'm not the smartest, I'm not. And this business had made me realize that sometimes you're just in a wrong field, you're just in a wrong business, you are just in a wrong place, you know, because when I got in the business, how I was feeling, how I was turning over, you know, everything that I was doing felt right. And when the business was recognizing me, I was like, actually, I'm good. I'm a smart person. I've never thought I was a smart person. And one thing, this company, I'm saying your company, our business, you know, it does is that it will recognize you, you know, it will recognize your hard work. It will see you through the crowd. They don't care if you just joined yesterday or whenever. They will say, hey, you have done 1, 2, 3, well done.
Well done.
You know?
And I also just want to say that sometimes it's not about you not being the smartest, but sometimes it's just about the people that you are around that will make you feel like you're not good enough, you know, maybe you're not smart enough. But what I love about what we do is the environment that you find yourself in, the type of women that you surround yourself with that make you believe that you can achieve anything.
Yeah.
You know, when my marriage failed, I felt like, I don't think I can do anything. My self-esteem was very low. But when I started surrounding myself with the right people, and that's what I wanted to say, surrounding yourself with the right people that are at the level where you want to get will make you unleash the potential that you did not believe you have.
Powerful. I think that sums it up, because you will just be around people that are doing 40, then you'll be doing 30 and looking up to people that are doing 40, you know, and your benchmark will be 50, it will be 40. Just that.
Because your circle is...
It's that, you know. Until now, I joined the business. So for context, guys, for those that don't know, those that didn't watch my episode and her episode, I've joined the business to make it my 5th stream of income, because I was thinking this year, really, guys, it shouldn't end that I'm still doing 9 to 5. You know, I'm too busy. My brand, my podcast, just my family, my kids. You know, I'm just tired of 9 to 5. But before leaving my 9 to 5, I wanted to substitute it with another stream of income, and that's how I added the business. This business as my 5th stream of income. You know, so for me, I really never thought it was going to stick. I think that's just the crazy part. And like you say, that when you surround yourself with people that are doing 40, you'll do 40. And that's all you know.
And that's all you know.
Yeah. And in this business, guys, you will think that you are making money. You will think that women are making millions, like cash contant million into bank account. And like, we must just make a disclaimer that obviously this is effort based.
Yeah.
But if it's effort based and somebody's putting that effort, so it means that it's very much doable. And that's just how I looked at it. I looked at my your how much you are earning, and you've been consistently earning that for years, you know. And I've been working for years. When I combine my businesses, I'm not making close to what you are making, you know. And you are just a girl, and I'm just a girl. Why can't I do this
I'm
thing?
not different from you.
Yes.
It's just that only difference is I saw an opportunity when I did, and I said yes. But you also said yes to the same opportunity. So it's also never too late to start. It's just that sometimes we allow fear to stop us, you know?
Yeah.
And I think fear has really crippled so many people's dreams, you know?
Yeah.
So...
But
yeah.
Before you forget, I'm used to talking, so talk.
I also wanted to say, you mentioned how my story was what made you want to be part of what I do.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's how you get to intentionally connect with people that will want to be part of what you do by telling your story. You know, when I came into this, I didn't know that I can talk to people. I'm very shy.
Yeah.
I didn't even think that I'll be able to do the business. But the moment I learned how to master telling my story, which is skills that we teach people. I'm sure since you've become part of the team, you've seen that we equip people to learn and share their journeys, share their stories. So it's really just mastering how to authentically and intentionally connect with people. So you don't have to know a lot of people, because people might just be looking at this and saying, Promise is probably where she is now because she's got a lot of followers. She knows a lot of people, or maybe she not that she knows a lot of people, but she's got a lot of people that follow her, that look up to her. But it's not that. You can have a lot of followers but still not do well at this.
Yes, 100%. Because also me, at the back of my mind, I had that a bit, that, okay, maybe my people
But have your people? How have your people been responding?
Like, guys, I always tell people that are talking about my social media platform that at least you have a follower. I'm like, guys, between all my social media platforms, I'm about over half a million people following me. But to date, my team is like 30. Over half a million versus 30. You see that it's not about how many people are following you. It's about your story, how people are connecting with your story, how people are just loving you as a person, that, okay, actually I can do the business under Promise, or I can do the business under Kumo. People just choose who their person is. You might be big, but your numbers are not communicating with what you're doing in the business. So it's really not about your number of followers. And you yourself, you started at 0.
Yeah, I had 0
8 years ago. Guys,
I literally built myself to where I am. But I mean, I look at you and I say, even the 30 women that became part of your team, it's because you were authentic and they connected with you. Otherwise, if they were not connecting with you, they wouldn't have come. So it's about knowing how to authentically connect with people.
True. So guys, I didn't even tell you what this episode is about, but it's just a reflection of my journey in the business 4.5 months later, and I am a manager in the marketing plan. Manager promise. Like, I'm a manager in the marketing plan. What does being a manager mean? Like, is it, obviously it's not the last on the marketing plan, but why is it important? It seems like it's an important
level
on the marketing plan.
So it's the most important level on the marketing plan, because that is where you unlock the possibility of having that unlimited income you've always wanted, and that is where you also unlock the other incentives that come with being on that level that you can actually only unlock at that level. We've got car incentives, we've got international trips, So these international trips, you can only work for them when you are at that level,
Okay.
But at manager level, I want to say that the potential income is absolutely amazing. I still remember when I was at that level, my first income at that level was about 40,000 rands.
Oh, wow.
It was 40,000 rands. And I thought, wow, Kumo, the last time you got this was when you borrowed it from the bank as a loan,
Yes.
So the potential income is absolutely crazy. So you have really entered the most prestigious level where, look, not even the sky is the limit.
Sure.
And I still remember when I had my meeting with you, and when you told me your plan with regards to
leaving my job,
leaving your 9 to 5, and you had said to me, look, my birthday is in June, and ideally I would have loved to replace it by then. And the plan that I had put you in, I thought we would really get there in June.
In 7 months.
Yes.
Yeah.
But look, you did it in 4 months.
In 4 months, yeah.
And that to me says there's so much power when a person is focused and they know what they want and they work towards it.
True.
If you are determined, nothing can stop you. And you became unstoppable because You knew what you wanted. Your goal was clear.
Yeah.
Even though the time frame was 6 to 7 months, but because the goal was clear, you did it. And that is why also it's important to have good support and a very good mentor, because that is how you're going to get your roadmap. You know?
I wanted to add on that. You are 100% right, because I wouldn't have done what I've done had I not had coaching from you, had I not had mentorship from you, you know? And
I just want to add on, you also wouldn't have achieved it had you not been coachable. So it's a two-way thing, you know?
Yeah.
As much as one is coaching, the other one has to be coachable and implement. You know, you implemented without even questioning. Even when we spoke of targets that seemed impossible, you went and you did them. And you surprised yourself that, oh my gosh, did I do that?
Yes.
I still remember in March, you're like, this month I can feel that I worked, you know?
Yes.
And that is what this is all about. At the end of the day, it's so fulfilling. Wasn't it fulfilling when you got paid?
Sure. 21,000 contant, and that was just one of the payments that I got that month.
Yes.
You know?
Whereas when we compare this with employment, you feel like, I've worked. But when the salary comes in, you know, you feel underpaid. You are overworked but underpaid.
It's always the case. And look, and this business is also just teaching me life skills. That in life you work. I've worked, I've always worked in my life. But now I am working.
Yeah.
And even the money shows that I am working.
Yeah.
So I just want to say, hard work pays. That's where they say hard work pays. If you're not getting paid, you are not working hard. You know, when I was going to being an assistant manager, I could feel every part of my body, you know, that, you know, my mind, because I would think, what should I do next? Because I've got a target. I need to reach this target. And it's so interesting. It's so fulfilling. It drives you. You've got something to look forward to. Then just waking up, going to a job, or waking up. And, you know, it just drives me so much that I just love how it's making me feel as a person. I was sitting with Hetty, the entrepreneur, the other day, and I was like, I've always shunned upon mentorship, coaching, but why? You know, but I've realized that now that I do have you as my mentor in this business, I've realized that I was afraid of accountability. You know, I was afraid of working hard, because now there are targets, reach this, and, you know, you have to account to someone. So I was afraid of all those things, and now I'm shunning upon people that have got mentors. But actually, you are just a lazy person. You are just having issues with yourself. You are just limiting yourself, because, you know, once you have got a mentor, the sky is the limit, because they're gonna show you the roadmap to going up there. But because your dreams are limited, your potential is limited, you can just do this, whatever that you are comfortable with. I've got to learn that everything that you want, it's on the other side of your comfort.
And I mean, look, even you are now a mentor yourself. The women that were following you because they were connecting with you and they were inspired by the stories of women that were coming here. Not only are they now listening to those stories, but they can now say, okay, Promise is actually giving me a solution to my own problems. You know? And that is powerful, because not only are they hearing stories, sad stories with some of them don't even have happy endings, you know? Some of them you realize that, like you always say, some of them women are just at the, you know, backseat, because they are always just sacrificing themselves, their growth, you know, for marriages, for all these things. So not only are women listening to some of these sad stories and painful stories of women that come to your podcast, but they also get value from you as the person that they connected with. They get mentorship, they get value, and they say, because of Promise, I am now able to change my story. Not only am I listening to that person that came in to share theirs, but Promise is now giving me a solution so that I don't end up with a set story myself. And that is so powerful. So I love how you've merged your podcast with mentoring other women to also help them improve their finances, because finances are usually the biggest issue.
Yeah.
When it comes to a lot of things, finances is the biggest stumbling block.
100%. 100%. I love that you say that because, okay, I know that, but you just said it so well. Just put it into context for me, when we were in Lepalale, so over the weekend we went to Lepalale to launch, I'm explaining to them now to launch my downlines. Downlines are people that have joined the business under me, right? And there are people that watch me actually, and we went there. So once you join, not only do we mentor you on a day-to-day, we actually come and launch your business. We go wherever you're staying in Venda, as long as you are not like far off us. And if you're far off us in another country, because I know I've got international viewers. I actually have somebody that joined who's in Australia that watches our podcast, that you joined, you know. So even international people, I'm about to join one from Ireland, the Ireland lady.
Yep.
So if you are international, we're going to do the whole like launch on a Zoom call, and we just introduce the business. Basically, a launch is us introducing the business to your people. You're going to come where you are, whether you're inviting friends, family. We're going to make a poster, come there and share with your people what the business is about and actually see you face to face as well. So we're in Lepalale doing the same thing for my 3 downlines that are based that side. And I was telling those ladies, because I know they got me off the socials and the podcast itself. And I was telling them that I, now in hindsight, when I joined, I didn't see it. Now in hindsight, I feel that I'm being used as the face. I joined this business for you guys. That's just it, because I really, 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 really had no business joining this business, But now in hindsight, it was just I feel it was just God's plan to say, you will start to join this business. Those women, after you are telling them, they are sharing their stories about their marriage, after they come, you're going to now bring this business into your podcast, and then you are going to join this business. Because these women need to see a representation that they watch every day, that they believe, they know your story, you are authentic, you are going to share the business to them. Now you are bringing the solution, and I'm tying it to what you are saying, that now after we have cried on our narrative podcast, after we have shared our sad stories, now we come to the working wife, the working woman, and we find solutions. Yeah. And you are going to start, yes, other women are going to share about their businesses, which is great. But you are now going to go in this business and start this business so that this woman, and this business, by the way, is for both men and women, but for some reason, I'm only recruiting women. So it just goes back to my ministry. It just goes back to the person that I am and my purpose, So I joined this. Now in hindsight, I'm seeing that I'm just bringing a solution to the women that are watching this. After we are crying, what's next? After my husband has chased me out of the house. Now what? Yeah. After I'm a single woman, I came here to share your story. Now what? I was hosting this lady I was shooting with her yesterday. CD, you guys are going to see her podcast sometime. I don't know when, but yeah, you're going to see it's CD. So I was also telling her after the podcast that, she was saying, I don't work. I want to do beauty, beauty. I'm going to go to school and do beauty. I was like, actually, there's this, business opportunity that you can, and she was interested. I was telling her. So that's the solution that I'm bringing to the women that I sit with on my couch.
And I also want to say, with what we do, there's mentorship, You don't have to come in knowing what to do because there's support, there's mentorship. I'm tying it back to the lady that you said wants to go into beauty.
Yeah.
If she probably goes to someone and she says, okay, I see you are in the same field I want to be in. How did you do it? How did you build yourself? That person will probably gatekeep the information, or they will charge them to say, look, you must pay.
Yes.
So what I love about what we do is that we've built a community, a business community where, you are not paying anything to get coached and mentored. You are in the business for yourself, but there is support,
100% support.
for yourself, in
Yeah.
the business for yourself, but not by yourself. Yeah.
So one of the reasons why people are scared also to come into our business is that they just don't know after I join, then what? I think that is the main problem. And I was speaking to Stitched by Inga. When you watch this, guys, the next week, when you are watching this, the next week, Sunday at 6 p.m., Stitched by Inga's episode will be playing. So please watch it as well. Such a breath of fresh air. So I was telling her, when we were shooting, that I feel that also our business is somehow misrepresented here and there, because I don't think you will know the business in a way that you explain it to us and our prospects and our downlines, and somebody says no to it. I do not think, and that's what I was telling her, and she was like, I'm just saying it. I don't know. I'm like, if there's one thing Inga can tell you, is that you will never hear about the business, especially from my mentor, and say no to it. I don't care if you're a rich housewife. I don't care if you are a working class, a working mom, a whatever, a corporate girl. If you hear about the business in the way that you explain the business, you will not say no to the business, So I feel that over the years and whatever, it's just been misrepresented. There's just been misinformation around it. And we cannot say people are just people, but you must just find the right mentor to explain the business to you, because there is no way. And that's why Inga was like, oh, I'm so interested, you must come. I'm like, no, just join our presentation. There is no way. I don't care if you say, I'm an influencer, I'm a what. We do have influencers that as well that are joining the business. It's because now they had time to listen. What is this thing we've always known about this business? But we never knew about it like how we know about it now. Like
it's
in
all
America.
About just making listening, getting information so you can make an informed decision.
Yes.
And not judge from the outside without knowing.
And in America, for example, a multi-level marketing, it's big.
Yeah.
We've got 18-year-old millionaires that side, 19-year-old millionaires in America because of multi-level marketing. And that's why I say, if you understand the concept of this business, you won't say no to it.
Yeah, that's true.
You won't.
But I'm interested to know, what was your fear when you started the business?
I think my fear was that I'm not going to make it. Because it seems so impossible when you start, or when you are just looking also from outside. I just thought I will not make it in this business. It's just fear of the unknown. It's really fear of the unknown, because first month, December, I was just warming up. I was not so serious. But towards the end, I started being serious. And once I started being serious, the rewards were also serious.
And I also just want to say, as you were getting the results, you were also becoming more and more confident.
Yes.
And the more confident you become, the more the results come as well.
Yes. So, and the longer and what I've learned again is that the longer you are, the longer you go, I would not say easier, the more doable it becomes, Like first month, second month, you've got people that you tell about the business. Like your prospects data is growing, it's growing. I cannot stress enough how this business is so doable. And I still don't know why in South Africa this thing is not a thing.
I love how you're saying the prospect data, like as in the number of people that you invite to the meetings. The list grows and grows and grows.
Yes.
And I'm sure that the list that you have now was not the same list that you had when you started.
I never even used to save numbers myself. Now I save people's numbers. Hey, can I ask about save? Even my other business, when you talk about the podcast, if by mistake you don't speak to my assistant, you come to me, I save your number. And my duty now it's just to invite people into the presentation that you host. You don't have to go out there and drag people and say, hey, come and join. No. It's about you having people that you are just sending meeting links to.
And this is also to say, as you are saying, the list that you now have, it's not the list that you had when you started. In actual fact, the people that you've brought into the business are not people that you knew. Maybe they may have known you
online.
But you didn't know them when you started, you know? So it just goes to show that you don't need to come into this having a list now saying, so and so. Look, people will come as you are now doing, you know? You'll start saying, okay, let me start adding this one. Oh, okay, let me connect with this one. You know, so you don't have to come in knowing what to do, having a list already. These things, they come with time.
And I've got my downlines that are not actually... All my downlines are not social media people. The 30 women that I'm speaking about, they've got like 10 followers, you know, those kinds of... but I'm so proud of them because now when they joined the business and they started advertising, now people are asking them. The same people that have been there, the 100 people, are now joining the business through them.
Yeah.
So now it's like, start and the people will see you.
And people will see
Yes,
you.
and sometimes the people are waiting for you. My other downline has a downline, and I've realized that downline follows me. You know, when she said, oh, this is my downline, this is her TikTok. And I'm like, how? This person follows me, and this person, we've actually had a chat. We actually had a chat on Instagram as well. And, you know,
About
I'm
the
like,
business?
No. Just in way before that, okay, this person knew about Promise Makunyane. And now she knew that Promise Makunyane has been in the business ever since November last year, December last year. But she never joined under me. She joined under my downline that does not have a social media presence, that is just the girl, you know, but she never joined under me. And she knew that I've been doing the business for 4 months. 4 months later, she's joining under somebody that's joining under me. This is for me to tell. I'm just trying to tell the people that your people are there.
Yeah.
Not all the people are not for Kumo. Not all the people are for Promise. Your people are there waiting for you.
Yeah. That's right.
So, guys, now I'm a manager in the business. Hey, I'm manager, Promise. I'm a manager in the business. I'm excited. And more than anything, it's just the possibilities now, you know. I'll just share a little story that last year I started just a building project at home, you know. And December, I made a TikTok video. I was like, guys, stock fell, roofing stock fell. Guys, if you have built a house from scratch, you know you can go up, but you will start there at the roofing. You will now start to re-strategize. What's going on? Why did I start this project? And I found myself there, you know. And this business, my mother, if you know my mother, she can attest to this. You know, since I started getting an income out of this business, I have just been sending money into the project, She is one person that can attest. She's like, yo, Junko. You know, my mother calls me Junko. Yo, Junko, wanaka. What, you know, and it's just so, I'm like, guys, I did not think this project will be finishing this soon.
I actually saw the video that your dad sent as well.
Yes.
And he was just saying how proud he is of you.
Yes. It's just so, you know, when you're doing well, your parents are proud of you. They become proud of you. They know that our child is married. She's happy. She's also making money.
Yeah.
Her kids are okay. They feel so good, you know. Guys, money is the problem. You can be in a marriage, but marriage can deliver everything. You will fight for absolutely everything. If you're married, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That people say, oh, cheating, what. You've never had financial problems if you still think all the other things can break a marriage. Like, you guys just fight about everything because finances are not communicating. Yeah. Guys, so I am here. Not only, we'll make a separate conversation about the products. We're actually going to bring the products because one thing that I want to emphasize is that the products are amazing. I always tell people that if you don't join, please buy the products. use the products on yourself, you know. And these actually, they are one of the products. They are energy drinks that they've got added vitamins inside. They don't like, they're just healthy energy drinks. So instead of us drinking those other ones, those ones that gives us wings, now I've substituted. That's just how I started using the products. I started substituting my household products with our products.
I remember your first product I gave you was our
toothpaste, tooth gel.
Tooth gel.
Yes.
And you were not even in the business yet. I think that day you were saying you're going to buy toiletries after here.
Yes.
And I said, oh, I've got this. Please go and try it with your family.
Yes.
And how was it?
I think the proof now is in the pudding that now my husband now was using Sensodyne. My husband was using Colgate as Sensitive. Now me and my husband use the same toothpaste, you know, and it's amazing. It's amazing. It feels good. It also helps with if you burn yourself, you can put it. You can swallow it for tonsils. You know, it helps with halitosis. It's just so amazing. And I've realized that a lot of people use the products in their homes as well, but they are not like members, or they are members, but they just join so that they can buy the products at a discount price.
And I mean, you've got veneers. Someone else was saying, oh no, you have to be careful what you use on the veneers. How is it on your veneers?
All I can say is that they're still intact and they are sparkling, you know, because I was very skeptical of what toothpaste I'm going to use after the veneers, because I was like, maybe they're going to darken because they're like pearl white. So maybe they're going to become darker but hi guys, perfection. They also help with sensitivity, you know, it also helps with it's just an amazing. And that was my first product. And I migrated my family, myself and my husband, that is. I also use the aloe gel. My husband used the aloe gel. I actually started also taking the aloe gel because of my ulcers. So I'm taking that with our Fields of Green daily. My husband takes that for just his digestive system. Hangover, the following day, drink your aloe gel. You will feel like revived, you know? He loves the aloe gel. And funny enough, my husband has been using Forever Living products way before. When I met him, he was using Forever Living products because neighbor Yarare at his apartment then was a Forever Living business owner, you know? So he used the shaving stick, the stick that we use for, it can also be used. One thing about the products is that they're multi-purpose. So the stick for deodorant, he was using it on his head after shaving. He was also drinking the aloe gel as well. So he still takes the aloe gel now. My kids take the aloe peaches for just their digestive system. They also take the kids multivitamin. I take the Femin complex for my skin. I take the Fields of Green for my ulcers. So Nje, I'm just trying to say, I am also just changing everything in my household. And you said there are also detergents and stuff. Sure, guys. Yo, we wanna live, eat, sleep, forever living. I don't know. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to come because you have been asking me how far, where are you now, you know? And all I can say is that right now the goal why I joined the business, I've reached that goal. It's just now fear of jumping ship and leaving my job. And I know you said you will feel ready when you have to leave. Yeah.
No, when the time is right, you will know. I mean, I still remember with me from the business, I remember I got paid 40,000 and my salary at work was 12,500. And I got paid 50,000. I still stayed. My salary at work was 12,500.
Oh.
And I got like 60,000, but I still stayed.
Yeah.
When I left, I actually got paid 80,000. And even when I left, I wasn't really planning to leave. The reason why I left was because I just had issues with my boss, you know, and I felt like,
is it worth it?
Is it worth it? Yes. You know, I felt like, is it really worth it? I still remember I was in Dubai and I was thinking, I was towards the end of that trip, I was starting to feel miserable because I thought, I'm going back to the office next week.
Yes.
is it really worth it?
Is it worth it?
And that's when I called the HR person and I said, look, I think I want to resign. What's the best way that I can do it without me burning bridges? And he
Yeah.
said, look, you still have your leave days, so you can serve your notice while you are on leave and then just come back on the last week. And that's how I did it. But you will know. When you are ready to leave,
You will
know. Even your bank account will tell you that I'm ready to exit the 9 to 5.
Yes. I guess I will know because right now I'm like, guys, and I'm glad what you're saying that I will know. Now I know, but there's still this
That
little.
fear.
So when it's time, I will know 100%.
And the fear also won't be there.
Won't be there.
And I also want to say, hold on a bit longer to your job. I
Yeah.
mean, for now you are managing everything well. At least now you are working on something that's going to be your exit plan.
Yes.
But for now, you are. It's another stream of income. Take it as another stream of income. But once you get to that level where you feel like, it's not worth it anymore. You will
It's
know.
taking more of my time,
You will know.
yeah,
will know.
I will know. So I just want to say, like in closing, like I say, you guys that are following me, you are coming from different. You are like coming from different classes, LSMs. We've got people from low class, middle class. We've got rich people here watching the podcast. And what I love about this business is that all those class of women fit perfectly within this. And that's why I was telling Inga that actually also those that are saying, I'm okay, you're okay, right? You are actually in a better position to just take a chunk of something and buy this and also run this. When you're okay, you are actually okay to join this, And also when you are at a low class, you can make you can put one and one together so that you buy yourself, you start so that you can eventually get yourself out of this. One thing I love about this business of ours is that it takes ordinary people, like the people that are up there. They were not really, but people promise Makunyane now that are coming up. But the people that are up there now, they were ordinary people.
Yeah.
They are ordinary. My mentor was just a scientist, not known, not on social media.
A broke scientist.
Sorry to my scientist viewers. Yes, it's just ordinary people that are now living ordinary lives. Yeah. So you can be there watching me get data, 2 megabytes, it's about to finish. All I'm saying is that this business will change, has got the big potential of changing your entire life and the life of your generations to come. It's so amazing. And the best part is that it's also you can inherit the business,
It's a legacy that you are building.
Yeah. I know within the business there is somebody that their partner it's no longer there, but they managed to leave the business. Like for myself, if I'm no longer there, I can give my husband to continue with this
from where
thing.
you left off.
From where I left off. So there's no uhambile like at my job.
Yeah.
If I pass on today,
They replace
they can't say my daughter must come and work.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in this business, you transfer to your next of kin. That's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. So in closing, I want to ask you this question. To someone that is watching this and they say, I want to start, but I'm scared. What if it doesn't work out? Or what if I start, I buy the combo and people don't even buy from me? Just to someone that is saying, I'm scared, what do you have to say to them?
I would say, and it sounds cliche, but do it scared. You will never get to a point where you are ready. So if you feel the urge to join the business, join. Do it scared. When you have got that edge, it means it's time for you to join. It's so anything that you're doing for the first time, it's scary. Yeah. And what will separate you and a successful person is that the successful person did it scared.
Yeah.
don't wallow in your fear. You know, we all become scared, guys. There's all first time for everything. We all become scared. But what will separate you from the other person is that I did it scared. You sat with me here. I was not sure. Even when we met for the second, I was not sure. But I was like, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing it. I will see. E tla bona le gore e ya kae e fitla kwa pele, you know, and hi bolele this thing. People are making it in this business, you know. And I always say this is an investment that it's not a joining fee. That's the other thing that I can tell somebody that is there like, what if it doesn't work out? You can always just sell your stock and say, I'll try the business some other time, or I quit the business. However, I always tell people, get your stock, just do it, you know. And once they do it, I always say, do it. And it's not like you're paying a joining fee. You are buying stock worth of 7.110. That stock, when you sell it, it gives you 7.110 with 5% profit.
How long did it take you to get your 7.1 back?
It took me maybe 3 weeks. I didn't think it was going to take me that long, you know. And that's why, Kere, you will come thinking that you can't make it and you make it.
Yeah.
You will come, like one of our downlines, madam, she sold her box before she received the box.
Yeah. And even so, I mean, had you not started the business, would you have seen what you've done with that money? Because I still remember when you started, you said, this is money that I got as my bonus from work. So if you didn't start, do you know what you would have done with that money?
No. Like, I remember my bonus was so little, guys, that I was so angry that I'm going to use this bonus to multiply. Because it was so little.
And it has multiplied.
Way over.
And it'll keep, for me personally, I'm excited to see where you are going with this, because I know you are going very far. I cannot wait to witness your success. I cannot wait to see you driving in your dream car. I cannot wait to see you, you know, taking goals that you've always wanted to take. I cannot wait to see you going on international trips with your husband.
Yeah.
With that trip being sponsored by your efforts.
My efforts.
I can't wait for that.
Sure.
And it's coming.
I can feel it.
Coming.
I really can feel it, even though I'm scared. I don't know, but I can with the trajectory of what is already happening.
No, it's definitely coming. It's definitely coming. We are not allowing fear to slow you down.
To slow me down. And guys, Nina, you are part of the journey. You will always know what's up. And I'm really hoping, I'm going to leave my number on the screen. I'm going to also leave it in the comment section. I'll pin it. Let's connect. Watch Kumo's episode. We'll put it here. Watch my first episode when I was telling you guys that I'm joining. Watch all that. Connect with me on WhatsApp. It's 083-7799-601. Connect with me there and let's work. Women, let's work. Like, let's work. I don't even want to tell you lies. But we'll just keep sharing. We'll come and speak about the products in J, you know, because we don't only want to speak about the other side without speaking about the other side. Because like, as I'm saying, I'm migrating my household to using this product, you know. But in closing, do you want to, as just a disclaimer again, that everything, every money, every amount we have said here, it's effort based, you know. And you just want to wrap up and tell them what me being a manager now means.
Okay. So the income is effort based and you really earn according to you putting in the work, according to you really being coachable, according to your persistence, you know. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's definitely
not.
But I can tell you, it is a get rich business if you put in the work.
Yeah.
So being at manager level, it means that you are getting the products at almost half the price of what you are selling them for, you know? So that is absolutely amazing. Just that discount gives you high profit.
Yeah.
Also, let me use myself as an example, because I'm saying this is effort-based, but I want to tie it to me. My first manager income then in 2016 was 40,000 rands. Then.
Sure.
So it just shows you the potential income that comes with this. There's also another lady from our team. Her second manager income was, her first one was 45. But her second one, which is the month after she got paid her first income, it was 65,000 rands.
Sure.
That lady actually also took her bonus from work to start the business. And now she's doing the business full time.
I can't wait to be saying
she's also doing the business full time. So you being at manager level means that you are unlocking that income. And I'm also excited because now you're working towards the car incentive, and the nice thing with the car incentives is that you don't have to buy a car. You can do whatever you want to do with the money. It's money that is paid to you, cash contant. On top of what you're already earning. And it's absolutely up to you to decide what you want to do with this. And the money is paid to you for 36 months. The nice thing with this is if you are committed and consistent and building your business, you will re-qualify. I qualified for my first car incentive when I was 10 months. I've got a feeling that you're going to do it even quicker if you don't lose focus, because what you got in your 4th month, I got in my 6th month, So I qualified for my first car incentive when I was 10 months in the business. I've been re-qualifying every 36 months.
Sure.
Yeah.
Guys.
And the international trips, Yes. So from next month, we are putting you on the plane for the international trip. So next year, wherever it is where we are going, Yeah.
Ria mahala lo, guys. I think that's just the exciting part, and what will also excite my husband. Even though my husband Kimukoni always wants to pay, but when I'm like, my business got this, my boss got this. It will feel great, for not paying for these trips for once,
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, let's connect on WhatsApp if you want to know about the business. If you want to join the business, we do have Zoom presentations whatsoever. So we are extending the invitation. Come to my WhatsApp. Let's chat up. And I think we've said a whole lot of things,
but a whole lot of things that made sense.
A lot of sense.
A whole lot of things that should make you thinking and asking yourself, does my current situation allow me to turn down this business opportunity? I believe you are not watching this podcast by chance. I believe there's a reason why you also watched until this end. So take that giant leap of faith, because there's so much power in taking a leap of faith and saying yes. Say yes scared. We are here to hold your hand. So, I think that's what I wanted to say.
I think that's why we've got mentors. Now she's closing for me. So I'll see you in the next episode, guys. I'm so appreciative of you, ma'am. And thank you so much. I'm so glad our road collided. And Sisaya Ekuti. We are going very far.
In Delendlela, but
so fella corner empini. Guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next episode. Make sure that you subscribe. I can't wait to connect with you in this business. Okay? Bye.